interview series, behind the camera, behind the scenes, creative eye visuals, TZ LaFleur, TZ Da Vinci is in the building. Got a real special guest in the building with me, man. This is a special interview for me, man. So I really been watching this guy do his thing from the jump. Well, he was doing it before I actually met him, but you know, to kind of see him progress and to kind of get to where he is today is kind of special. He watched me doing my thing too, so I know it's you know, important for him to be up here, important for him to be up here for me. But we got Charlotte native, man. Trooski, Double O. Troo is in the building, man. What's good with you, my boy?
Cool. What's good, G?
It's good to have you up here, man.
Yeah, it's great to be here. I'm glad to be here.
This crazy, bro. Cause you know, we don't got to get into the details of it, but you know, we both, you know, the way we met, like, was on some far from what we doing right now.
That's
you know,
fact.
You know, and to see kind of like where it's done led us to, and the kind of the things that you was talking about at the time that you're doing now, and the things that I'm sure I was, you know, expressing to you that I was doing at the time. To be up here, to be able to talk about those things, bro, is amazing.
That's
It's
fact.
amazing, bro.
A call center.
A fucking call center, bro.
Health insurance.
Health insurance. Health insurance,
Health
bro.
insurance.
And you know, you expressed to me early on, like, you know, I heard a lot of your music, and you know, from the jump, it was like, oh, Bruh can rap. You know, at the end of the day, Bruh can rap. His flow is different. His pace is different. You know, and he does it. But take us back to like the early beginnings, like who was Troo? Like where did the before? Let's go before Troo. Or was it always Troo? Like who were you growing up? You know,
It was always true.
it was always Troo.
But it wasn't always Double O.
Okay.
It was at first when it started off, it was True. Cause I don't know, I was a kid and I always wanted. I thought the name True came from everything that I used to rap about. Just like life shit. So I always wanted to spell true the real way that you spell true. So my rap name was True.
Yeah.
So I, creative wise, I used to still have little name flips with the True. And then one day my manager hit me one day and he was like, "You ever thought about changing your name to like something else? Maybe change it to TRU or TROO or something like that." And at first I was like, hell no. Straight. And then after it took me a while, but then it hit me like the Double O is more marketable. Being that I'm a rapper of bars, like I can flip it so many other ways. It stand out more and it just made way more sense. So I was like, yeah, we finna make that move to TROO.
Nice. For marketing purposes, definitely. You know, if I type in TR, it's still True. I know what I'm looking at it, what I'm saying when I see it. So if I type it in like that, I know I'm gonna get you versus you know, fighting through true religion, truth and free, you know, all this other stuff.
The actual definition.
Yeah, where you from?
Charlotte, North Carolina, Southside, Archdale.
Southside. All right, you see how specific he got, man. People in Charlotte gotta know, like that's I see the fours, so that's the real four. That's what it really come from. Oh yeah, my boy Slut Lord from over there.
Oh yeah, right? Big Boy, that's my brother. If it wasn't, that's crazy.
Talk about it.
If it wasn't for Slut Lord, Big Ballin' Austin, Easy Green,
the
my nigga Lil B, Beezy Womack.
Okay.
If it wasn't for these, I wouldn't be rapping.
Really?
And my nigga Red, that nigga. I would not be rapping.
What was it about them? Like, cause that's, if you from Charlotte, if you from the South, like them names that you know them names that you've been seeing do the thing for a long time. Like, was that, you know, I ain't gonna say that they set a tone, but like it was probably an example to see like, yo, Southside doing their thing too, cause they names ring bells.
When I was running around with them cats, they was on some street shit. They was all like in the streets. So I was just the young. I'm young. So I was just running around just because that's who I hung with.
Right.
I ain't had I only have sisters, so I ain't got no brothers to run around with back then. So I was always outside, either at the basketball court or at their crib on Archdale. So every time I link up with them and go to their house, they always rapping. Every single time. Easy Green, Ballin'. Everybody. And back in the day, that nigga Ballin' name was Big Ballin' Austin. It wasn't Slut Lord.
Big Ballin' Austin. Yeah. We
and before that, it was something else, but we ain't even gonna put it.
That's the real history, ain't it?
But yeah, so a long time went by, started getting older too.
Right.
So shit, because that's all they was doing. And back then it was like on the old school computers with the humpback.
Yeah.
And they had like, it's a little app on there called Voice Recorder.
Oh.
A microphone off the fish tank, cut the motor to the fish tank off and record right there on the little humpback computer. Like, that shit used to be real. But yeah, that's how I started rapping.
So your first time in the studio was well, first time recording was off something like that? Or you had already recorded kind of before?
Yeah, my first time recording was off something like that, but my first time in the actual studio, it's another Charlotte legend, D-Des. He make all big ballin' beats.
Okay.
Went over there one day as a youngster. I don't know if you know a female rapper named Deucey.
Deucey.
She a Charlotte legend too.
Okay.
She was stepping back in the day.
I need to get familiar then.
Deucey, Jers.
Okay, I heard of Jers before.
Charlie Horton, shit. I was running around
Little Chucky.
Man, I was running around with all them cats back when Club Rain was open, man, on the south side.
So this is a real Charlotte in-depth. They need to know. Take a lesson. What you saying here.
Absolutely.
What you saying here is real, and it also showed that you've been in it though.
Absolutely.
So,
I've always been around.
So you get to a point now to where, of course, Troo got to make his name too. He got to make his name stand out. When did you start taking the steps to realize, all right, I need to start doing, this is how I need to start pushing? Because, as of late, I've been seeing you everywhere, bro. I've been seeing you really, take heed in this 2020, especially with everything going on. But what I want to do?
I always knew this was what I wanted to do, but at first I was only doing it for the love, just because of the love of the music.
Okay.
And then I had kids and realized I need to make some money too.
There you go.
But I didn't want to work.
There you go.
So it was get good enough at this shit to where it pay for everything. So that's when I started taking it serious, when I realized I wanted this to pay for everything.
Right.
Take care of everything and everybody around me. So
Smart.
once that shit locked in my head, it was just it's go time. Plus my manager, I love that man to death, bro. He owned me. He don't never let me
I've been locked in for a minute.
Hell
though, right?
yeah. He was long story short, but he was my middle school track coach. Yeah, and back then he didn't even know I was rapping.
So I'm sure he just believed in probably what you was doing at the time and just saw
nah.
or maybe you wasn't doing nothing and he see,
He knew I was rapping through his wife, whom of which was my high school science teacher.
Damn.
So
What
she
school
threw
was it?
Harding University High School.
Okay, not the hard.
She ended up throwing a competition for you rap about education or you do something that represents education. I ended up winning, and I'm guessing that she took that back, the footage, or told my manager about it, and he was like, "Same Anthony Frazier that." And then he called me one day, and then ever since then it been, and that's years. I'm talking about probably 10+ years.
It's gotta be good to have somebody like that in your corner though.
But he believed in me 100%.
Man, a lot
100%.
of people don't get it, man. A lot of people don't get it, and it's good to have. What's been something that you've had to overcome? Maybe y'all have had to overcome together. Just maybe not in the Charlotte scene, but just in putting your music out in general. Is it marketing? Is it finding the stages? Is it the business behind it with the producers? What's been something you had to overcome as an artist?
All of the above. Everything from marketing. We still going through it.
Right.
Marketing, finding shows, venues. It's easier now because shit's starting back up and people doing a lot of stuff. So it's easy to get on a lot of stuff. So we taking advantage of it now, but it wasn't always this easy.
Right.
It was not always. Shit was way higher, more expensive. We done been through.
It's an investment game in what you're doing, right?
Heck, man.
It's a new. It's people invest in stocks and bonds, but I'll say the best investment you can make is on yourself first and foremost, and then realizing if you're gonna bet on yourself, then you only got one life, so why not give it your all to see where it pops out, because it can turn. This game got a lot of money, bro. Show money, the streams, to multiple platforms that you can be doing.
I'm talking about multiple.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then it really ain't. It used to be an age thing on it. That ain't even a factor no more.
No.
So it ain't no reason why you can't get in kick his dough in and really make some bread out of it.
True with me here. This, that, and the third interview series. Take me back to before it was about the money, when it was the fun, when you was letting me hear the early freestyles from True, the True mix, really. You know what I'm saying?
That was just them motherfucking Hunger Days.
What was that like? Like, do you ever go back and listen to any of your old stuff and just be like,
all the time?
you know, like, dang, man, like, either do you need to try to recreate or you look for, like...
I always go back and jump in them bags, like, especially them days you talking about when I was doing, like, the Sorry for the Delay.
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
Like, I was just killing on every industry beat that I could find, but, man, there was them hunger days and days when I was just, like, so itching to get people to just hear me.
Right.
I just wanted people to hear me and be like, oh, that nigga raw.
Yeah.
That nigga raw.
But
And then once I got people saying that, I was like, oh, okay. So now let me show them what else I can do. I just started jumping in different bags, but I always go back to them bags.
Do you have a favorite freestyle you done dropped? Like one that's like, you know, you might have took that nigga song up. That's what you be trying to do. It sounds like you be like, look, man, forget who was on this. It's mine.
I think, shit, I ain't gonna lie. I think I did justice on that Suge shit.
On the Suge shit?
I think I did.
I do remember your Suge. No, I remember that.
I think I did justice on the Suge shit. I did shit that OT Genesis. Getting to the money.
Getting to the money, yeah.
I shit all the videos on YouTube. I shot videos of all them shits. I think all them, man, I don't know, man. I be smashing shit.
True here. What's quarantine mean to you? I'm asking that in general, just a general term. What does quarantine mean?